You all know the story, The Night Before Christmas. Well, now I'm going to tell you, The Night Before Christmas, the story Hawaiian style.
Wait! What does Hawaiian style mean?
Charlemagne! Hey, it's good to see you. How are you doing?
Hawaiian style? What does it mean?
Yeah, Hawaiian style. It just means I'm going to tell The Night Before Christmas using a few Hawaiian words. And you know, Charlemagne, when the story is told Hawaiian style, Santa isn't pulling a sleigh, isn't in a sleigh. He's in the outrigger canoe being pulled by either Naya, dolphins, or sometimes Honu, green sea turtles.
Well, either dolphins, Naya, or green sea turtles, Honu, makes good sense.
Know about the story, Charlemagne? You've heard The Night Before Christmas?
Of course I know about this story. We fishes know. And we know that Christmas celebrates the birth of Jesus. We fishes celebrate and decorate too.
Wow. You mean you fishes decorate for Christmas?
Oh yes, we take shells, pretty sparkling shells, they're empty of course, and we take strands of colored seaweed and algae and drape it on the coral.
That sounds lovely.
It's beautiful. I'll show you someday, but now please tell the story.
Kapomamua o Kalikimaka, Clement Moore's The Night Before Christmas, retold Aloha style. O kapoiama mua o ka mele kalikimaka, 'twas the night before Christmas, when all through the hale, all through the house, not a mea ola was stirring, not even an iole. Not a creature was stirring, not even a mouse. Slippers and stockings were placed with care in hopes that St. Nicholas soon would be there. The children were hiamoe all snug in their beds, while visions of Kanake danced in their heads. The children were snuggled in their beds asleep, while visions of sugar plums danced in their heads. And Mama in her muumuu and I in my wrap had just settled our brains for a long winter's nap. When out on the lawn there arose such a clatter, I sprang from my bed to see what was the matter. Away to the lanai I flew like a flash, peered through the hibiscus after my mad dash. The Mahina muumuu on the breast of the black lava rock. The white moon on the breast of the black lava rock glittered like the tail of a proud peacock. When what to my wondering Namaka should appear? When what to my wondering eyes should appear but an outrigger canoe with dolphins so near, with a little old paddler so lively and quick, I knew Ikea Manawa, it must be St. Nick. So rapid the Naya, the dolphins, so rapid the Naya as on they came, and he whistled and shouted and called them by name. No kini, now kimo, now kale e moke, anaha, an ume, an limo and loke. I'll go to the lanai, you wait at the pier, I'll carry toys in, then come back here. But as dry leaves that before the wild makani fly, when they meet with the namea paani mount to the sky, but as dry leaves that before the wild winds fly, when they meet with an obstacle, mount to the sky. Up to the lanai, the Naya they flew, with outrigger, canoe, and St. Nicholas too. And then, in a twinkling, I heard, and had to grin, the splashing and dashing of each little fin. As I drew in my po'o and was turning around, As I drew in my head and was turning around, down the chimney St. Nicholas came with a bound. He was dressed aloha style, from his poho to his feet, with colors so bright, not a bit discreet. A bundle of namakana, gifts, he had flung on his back, and he looked like a peddler just opening his pack. His namaka, his eyes, his namaka, how they twinkled! His dimples, how merry! His cheeks were like roses, his nose like a cherry. His droll little waha, mouth, was drawn up like a bow, and the umi beard on his chin was as white as the snow. He had a broad face and a little round belly that shook when he laughed like a bowl full of jelly. The stump of a pipe in his teeth was on display, and the smoke, it encircled his head like a lei. He was chubby and plump, a right jolly old elf. Ua aka aka wow when I saw him in spite of myself, and I laughed when I saw him in spite of myself. A wink of his eye and a twist of his head soon gave me to know I had nothing to dread. He spoke not a ua olelo, but went straight to his work. He spoke not a word, but went straight to his work, and filled all the stockings, then turned with a jerk. And laying his manamana lima aside of his nose, and laying his finger aside of his nose, and giving a nod, up the chimney he rose. He sprang to his canoe, to his hui gave a whistle, and away they all flew like the down of a thistle. But I heard him exclaim ere he dashed out of sight, "Mele Kalikimaka to all, and to all a good night."
I like that book, and maybe you do too. If you want to buy one of my books, just go to my website for an autographed book, www.charlemagnethefish.com. Plus, there's lots of free games and pictures for you.
And for more information and pictures, please go to www.pattonpicsandtales.com.